Alright, that's quiet. Really quiet. Let's turn that up a little bit. Alright, that's quiet. Really quiet. Let's turn that up a little bit. Alright, that's quiet. Really quiet. Let's turn that up a little bit. Alright, that's quiet. Really quiet. Okay. So I'll try talking real quick. Really quick. Nice and quick. See how that works out. Really quick. Nice and quick. See how that works out. Really quick. Alright, so sounds about good volume wise, I think. Fuck, I forgot to copy the link. Okay, where is it? Okay. Oh. Oh no, that's just me. Well, anyway, okay. So. Great. The wrong fucking. There it is. Okay. Let's go. Okay. So, as says in the description, I'm just bored. I want to do a little bit of world building. I don't have any ideas really to start off, so that's how we're gonna start. So, let's see. Well, first of all, you know what? First of all, best thing to always do. I'm gonna check the notes app, see if I had any ideas in the past that I want to bring over to the present moment, right now. Present moment that is happening right now, in the present, right now. Let's see. God, I really need to organize this at some point, don't I? This sucks. Okay, that's great. So the two things I have are je sais, pense, difference. I don't remember what I was talking about there. And 20s aesthetic. Sure, I don't know. Okay, that's what's on the notes. That's not all. Allow me to check Google Documents real quick, and I'll see if I can find anything at all better. That is the wrong document. This is the right document. Okay. Here's one, mech punk. I don't remember how long it is, but like mechs and shit, and they're just common, like cars. I think I got that from like the opening of Titanfall. Titanfall 2, I mean, but I don't remember. Let's see. Let's see what else. Quote, a shipwreck thing, they're so goddamn cool. I really wish I put more context there, but I didn't, so, you know. Whatever. Dude, none of these are good. None of these are good. Okay, and then there's like kind of almost aim to be a depressing thing, but I wouldn't know how to pull it off. Like okay, so these are the 4 ideas. The first one, that's a language thing. That's all I remember about it. I think I was talking about like having no difference in a language between knowing and thinking, but that's really stupid. So it couldn't have been that. Actually, it probably was that. I'm kind of that stupid. 20's aesthetic, I don't know, like, it speaks for itself. It's lame though, lame as hell. Great, none of these are useful. None of these are useful. Well, okay, at least what era of technology, what era of history is this world gonna be in? So there's like a few ideas, a kind of modern thing, a post-modern thing, and like a sci-fi thing. Right? However, I say this because like I feel like it's gonna be more interesting to write about technology and stuff than, or even just think about like technology in this world than like magic. I'm not a very magic interested person, so much so as like a technologically in whatever. But that being said, one of these 3 things is like the thing that we're gonna go for. So which of these will it be? Okay, at the same time though, I want there to be kind of national conflicts, right? I mean, the reason you don't see empires popping up today is because everyone more or less can destroy the world, and there are also massive governmental bodies that, you know, try to keep it in check as much as possible. So my aim is like empires can still happen, which in one of these instances would have to be because there's like no nukes and no UN. Other than that, I think, yeah, really, other than that, like, how else could you bring that about? So, it might be easier to pull that off with like modern postmodern rather than sci-fi. I do like the idea of setting it in a postmodern world where like the technology is only a little better than ours, but like not massively. Like on the verge of sci-fi, but not quite there. You know, they can't just warp speed to Alpha Centauri or whatever. There's still like that almost grounding realistic aspect to it, right? I like that. So we're gonna do this. So it's gonna be a post-modern world between mod and sci-fi. Okay, now. Right. So post-modern world between modern and sci-fi. There's. We could just chalk it up to like a cultural thing, like the humans here are like less trusting or something, so they like don't form governmental organizations as easily. Or if we could just take advantage of the postmodern thing and say they found out the secret to nuclear weapons, and nuclear weapons are kind of like not a big threat anymore. Actually, that would be cool, because then nukes would be used as like a more tactical application in warfare, rather than like, you know, the be all end all. Like obviously more destructive than regular like bombing runs, but you know, at the same, not like world ending. I think that's interesting. Text to it's well, how do you call that? Like counter nukes. Sure, we'll go with that. Text to counter nukes. I could utilize that aspect of like mech punk to an extent. Maybe that's how postmodern is. It's not just like an extension of modern technologies, but like it follows a kind of mechy-esque path of like of technology, right? So like mech tech. God, I cannot say. Right. So, I can get it. Okay. So, these are 3 conditions right now. So, the thing of this is gonna be like more technology, right? Haven't conquered space. Oh my god. Kill myself. Okay. Tech to counter nukes exist, but they're not be all and all. Empires can happen. And this last one, so just to dive a bit more into this like mech punk thing I've been cooking up. It's like we're like, okay, it's like seen Titanfall 2. It's like that intro part where you see like the Titans carrying like farm equipment or whatever. It's like that. It's like their general purpose automaton to like carry out certain tasks, right? So like I could just write that actually. These can be like tons of things. They can be military, agricultural, transport, etc. Right? And what this does is it's kind of just like they're like cars. They're like cars. We'll say that they're like cars. They're like this world, and this I would imagine this world does have cars. They didn't jump straight to mechs, but like you could almost imagine them like cars in that they can carry out a ton of different like roles. Also kind of like the idea of like this rural like fix it up type deal where people kind of just mod and you know, take apart and put back together their mechs as they please. It is like almost an outgrowth of like I don't know, but that's kind of my vision here. Also, since this will probably mean like, actually, what would it mean? Initially, I was thinking like it would mean movement across like plains and flat terrain would be a lot easier. So like flatland areas would be, you know, divided among less like separate entities. But it could also mean that like, it could mean that like mountains per se are like more reachable and traversable in the okay, actually that might be better, yeah, because like I was thinking of it like mechs, they're gonna be bipedal, they're gonna be like big people, right? And people can't really cross small mountains, which big mountains would be like small mountains to these big people. So it would be difficult to cross mountains still. And plains would be very easy because, you know, just flat ground. Obviously plains are gonna be easier for like anything, but I kind of like the variety that's allowed by having like, because it wouldn't be just like bipedal big people mechs, right? It would be, there'd be many different ones suited for many different purposes, right? Or even like, I don't know, modular limbs. Well, actually, that's kind of like when you run to mountain, you can swap out the feet and hands for like ice picks and whatnot. I don't know. I guess